Hello, Elm Pre-Orchestra Trumpets. Welcome back. Nice to see you guys here. Let's get into the lesson. So we're going to start off with some breathing to make sure we have good air control, because that's one of the most important parts of playing the trumpet is that you need good air control. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this metronome on here. All right. And we're going to breathe in for 4 beats, we're going to hold our air for 4 beats, and then we're going to breathe out for 4 beats. And what's important when doing these breathing exercises is that you start completely empty. So I'm not starting with a full breath of air, I'm starting totally empty. And when I breathe in, after 4 beats, I'm totally full of air. So there's no room for me to breathe more air in. And then I hold it for 4 beats. And then when I breathe out, what I need is a consistent stream of air. So I don't want it to all come out in the first beat. I don't want it to go just a little bit of air and then all at the last beat. I want it to be evenly paced throughout the whole 4 beats, and I need to go from totally full to totally empty. So I'll show you once. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that my air went from totally empty to totally full. I held it, and then I went from totally full to totally empty, and it was even the whole time. All right, so we're gonna do that 4 times. Go ahead and do it with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. And again. One more time. All right, very good. If you don't feel fully warmed up, go ahead, pause the video, redo that. But just some light breathing to get started is a great way to get playing. Make sure the whole time you're doing this, your shoulders are relaxed, you have good posture, your feet are flat on the floor. All right, and now let's take our mouthpieces from our trumpets. Just blow some air into it to get it nice and warm. Don't want to be playing on a cold piece of metal. And we're going to start with some buzzing. So, first and foremost, I'm going to do a little bit of repeat after me. So the way this is going to work is, if you watch the warm-up video, we did a bit of that, and it's going to be, I'll play something for 4 beats, and then you play something, you play the same thing for the next 4 beats. So for example, I would play, and then you would play, all right? And we want to make sure that if I'm doing something like that, 2, 2, 2, 2, I'm making a 2 syllable with my mouth, right? I'm not going poo, right? I'm not articulating with my lips. Yeah, it doesn't sound quite as clean, so I want to make sure I'm using my tongue to articulate, right? So as if I'm saying 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so let's turn the metronome on, and we're going to do a couple repeat after me's. 1, 2, 3. All right, nice job. If you missed some of those, please pause the video now, go back, and just retry some of them. It's totally okay. So we did, I think, 4 or 5 of them there. If you nailed them, awesome. Let's go ahead on. If not, go back to the beginning. Go back to the what was that? Maybe 30 seconds ago, and redo that little exercise. Next thing we're gonna do, just to get a little more warmed up, some sirens on the mouthpiece. That's going to sound like this. Right? Kind of the sound that a police car, fire truck would make as they drive by. So the way we're going to do that is you want to keep the corners of your mouth nice and firm in place here, right? I'm not going... You don't see the corners of my mouth moving a lot. You want it to be... So the corners of my mouth are nice and firm in place. They're not moving. And in order to change the pitch, there's a couple things you have to do. So to get a higher pitch, you need to blow faster air, right? So speed up the air to get the higher pitch. Also, it can help if you think of making an E syllable instead of an A syllable. So when I'm buzzing a low note, I'm thinking ah. But if I'm buzzing a high note, E, right? So if I think ah, E, ah, while speeding up the air to get higher and slowing it down to get slower, really help with getting a nice siren going. All right, so I'll do a couple of those. Go ahead and do them with me. All right, just pause the video now, do a few more sirens, get really nice and warmed up, ready to play. And when you're all done, resume the video, continue on, and we'll move on to our trumpets. Okay. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to start off with just your standard, just going to play a C, just to play some notes on the trumpet. And set a metronome here. 1, 2. We're just going to play a C whole note, so it's going to sound like this. Alright, and we're going to hold it for all 4 beats. We're going to keep our air nice and consistent the whole way. So it's not do, right? We're not just dropping off and then waiting for the beats to end. We have to play the whole thing do off. And we're going to do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3. You'll do it with me this time. 1, 2, 3. All right. And now, go ahead and do that a couple times and try that on a few different notes too. So don't just do it on C, right? Do it on D. And then E. Okay? And see how far you can get. If you can get up to G there, even to A, that's awesome. Do what you can. Just take a minute here, pause the video, and continue on some of those whole notes. When you're all done with that, continue on with the video, and we're going to do some repeat after me stuff on the trumpet. So, what's going to happen here, it's similar to how we did it on the mouthpiece, but we have a trumpet here, so we have to make sure we're pressing the right notes down, not just with the lips, but with our fingers in line as well. So, I'm going to start with just everything on one note. We're going to start on a C. Okay? And at first, we're just going to be playing rhythms on C, and then going forward, I might add a couple extra notes that you guys are going to have to copy as well. Okay. Let's do this. So I'll play for 4 beats, and then you'll play the same thing for the next 4 beats. 1, 2, 3. All right. Great job. So now I want you to go ahead and pause the video. That may have been difficult the first time through. So go ahead and pause the video now, go back and do it a couple times to try and get some of those ones that you might have missed. When you're all done with that, go ahead and continue on the video. We're going to do one more thing in this video. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you the first note. So say I give you an E. I am going to move my trumpet somewhere where you cannot see my valves. And I'm going to play a sequence of notes, and it's going to be up to you guys to figure them out. And then I'll reveal what it is afterwards to see if you guys got it right. Okay. So, actually we don't need a metronome for this one. So I'm going to play. I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna start on an E. So I'm gonna play something over here so you can't see. I'll do it one more time. All right, remember the first note's an E. So go ahead right now, pause the video, and see if you can figure out that sequence of notes that I played. So you can pause it, you can go back, listen to it as many times as you need to, and when you think you've got it, continue on with the video. So I'm going to reveal it here. So if you've already figured it out, good for you. If you haven't figured it out yet, go back and try and figure it out on your own. So what I played was right? So I played a few E's, and then I played basically a scale down from F to C. So F, E, D, or let's see this. Yeah, then I go up to F, and then I play down from E, D, and C. So basically, you know your scale, right? From C, D, E, F. It goes higher than that, but that's all I used. And I just played E's, and I went F, E, D, C. All right, we'll do one more of those. This time we're gonna start on D, right here. Again. Okay, take a minute to figure that out, pause the video, go back, try and figure it out. Once you figured it out, continue watching the video. So, this is what I did. So that one was a little harder because we didn't play the notes all in order. We actually skipped an E going up, right? So I went from D to F, and we skipped E, but then we played it on the way down. So I went D, D, F, E, E. All right, and great job today. I don't know how to do outros for the videos, but you guys did great. I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep practicing, and have a great day. Bye.